Hey, guys, happy Friday. It's almost the weekend. Woo. Finally, we made it through another week. And guys, also happy October. If you guys are big Halloween fans, I am not, because I don't like to dress up because I don't have the confidence to do so. But if you guys are big Halloween fans, then I'm excited because this is probably one of your favorite months. Also, guys, we're not here to talk about Halloween because, again, it's not my favorite holiday, but we are back to talk about a revealing statement that Ronald Richards made on Twitter about the Girardis. So we have all of those details. But before we jump in, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like there's about $40 million in secured claims after payments when it comes to the Girardis and what has been seized. The trustees are apparently doing a fantastic job as per Ronald Richards. And of course, he went on to tweet all about it. Now, yesterday, he dropped an exclusive on my channel where he said that Erika Girardi did, in fact, wear a wire. He explained the whole case. So if you guys didn't catch that, make sure you go back and watch it. But today, that is not what we're here to necessarily talk about. Since then, of course, I avidly follow Ronald Richards on Twitter. I'm trying to see what's coming out next, and he doesn't really disappoint us on that for sure. He's always putting out new tweets with new documents attached, and this one is no different. This is what Ronald said. Update on the collections. This is a cash collateral motion. It shows there is $4.2 million in cash on hand. The debtor has 23% of the SoCal cases, which settled for $1.8 billion. There's about $40 million in secured claims after payments. Then there are other cases that have settled. He continued on with, things are looking great and the estate is looking amazing. Thanks to the trustees' incredible management and work ethic, the numbers speak for themselves. Of course, he attached a document to that. So that's amazing that they have $40 million because there's a whopping $101 million they need to get to. So even though they're not halfway there, well, if Erika Girardi does in fact pay up the $25 million, they'll be one step closer. They'll be one step closer. Of course, that's not the only thing Ronald Richards was tweeting last night. He also put out a few videos of the episode and what he thought about them, questioning them, and it was actually pretty telling. This is what he said. Wednesday's episode was full of content which is being processed. Since this group is so smart and astute, what does the statement "no omission is no omission" mean to you? We will provide our views later after they're being reviewed with outside experts, but here's the clip. He shares the clip, and it's where Erika Girardi lets everyone know, I've learned that no admission is no admission. Even Sutton Strack wondered, she's like, no admission is no admission. What the hell does that mean? And does it mean that, what does it mean? I'm not even going to speculate. I'm going to ask your guys' opinion on that. So go ahead and comment below. Tell me what you think no admission is no admission actually means. He also put out a follow-up tweet that said, we are equally perplexed by this statement. It was a statement that Erika Girardi made on the show when she said, this man, Tom Girardi, has done a lot for a lot of people. People can step up. He has done for a lot of people that can come in and help right now. Ronald said Tom has avoided taxes, debts, and stole from his clients, then retired. Who are these people? Well, we all know, too, that Tom Girardi donated to a lot of political funds. He was giving a lot of money, throwing money around like it was nothing. And now we're finding out, well, it wasn't necessarily his money to throw around. So there's still a lot of attention on him as of right now. And one of the things people keep asking me, and I've even addressed this on my channel, I keep on getting the question, well, Adam, do you think since Tom Girardi made that statement with the Page 6 paparazzi, and he said, I think that Erika knows, I think she does, do you think that could be used against him? I've said this, no. Ronald Richards also said, no, this can't be used. This is kind of like a no big deal situation, because even though he said that and we're all like, wait a minute, Erika, did you know something? Because Tom's out here on the street of the restaurant telling everyone that you knew, that he thinks you knew. Can that get Erika in trouble? Well, no, since he's under a conservatorship and he has been deemed with mental health issues and Alzheimer's, dementia, and we also saw that blank stare in his face. It looks like something is off. His health is a little bit off. It does for sure. But since he is under this conservatorship, absolutely not. Nothing is going to be used against him. Sorry. Guys, I also want to talk about the fact that yesterday we did a video on Erika Girardi downsizing, potentially downsizing and moving into a one-bedroom apartment. Well, the man who runs these apartments, because Erika was photographed outside where it said one vacant unit, said, "Stop calling me. I've received a ton of calls." And no, Erika was just visiting a friend. Now, could this be a way to call off the dogs? Yeah, maybe. Could she actually be looking for a one bedroom? Absolutely. But is that the case? Well, we don't actually know. What we do know is the fact that he chimed in and he was letting us know, stop calling my phone because she was just visiting a friend. To be honest with you, when I worked at SIR, I used to get calls all the time when I was manning the phones, and everyone would call and be like, does Tom actually work there? Is Jax there? Is Stassi there? Can I talk to Stassi? I'd be like, yes, they actually work here, but no, you can't talk to them. I'm the only one here right now because I'm answering the phone. Stop calling. It sounds like this is pretty much the same thing. We're also all still waiting for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. It's a 4-part reunion, which we're still wondering why when there was one main storyline, but okay, 4-part reunion, go ahead. She's chimed in on it too. We've heard from Garcelle, we've heard from Lisa Rinna, we've heard from Kyle Richards that this was one hell of a reunion. It was explosive and nothing was left on the table. Well, now Crystal's chiming in and she said, yeah, it was intense. And I'm sure you'll see, again, a lot of my facial reactions and expressions of being shocked. She added to that, I will say that many questions were asked and many are answered and some are not for whatever reasons. But I don't think that there was a stone unturned in terms of questions being asked. She added to that by saying, I think everyone got the questions out that they wanted, and Andy certainly asked a lot. I think people are going to be satisfied with this reunion. Crystal Kung Minkoff, I hope you know that those words carry a lot of weight. So you're saying that we should be satisfied. You're hoping that we're going to be into it. Yeah, well, guess what? We're hoping too. I really love Crystal on the show. I'm one of the ones over here who's rooting for her to make it to a sophomore season. I hope she does because a lot of people have not loved her so far this season, but I have to keep reminding you guys, think about Sutton Strack. Think about Dr. Wendy Osefo. I was going to say Leah, but a lot of people don't like her after season 2. But think about some of these key players who were in their freshman season on the shows, and we were like, I don't know. But then we gave them a second chance, a sophomore season, and now look at them. Sutton Strack is coming in as the MVP. She's calling shit out. She's talking about the red flags. She's talking about all of the things that we want to know about. And sure, it's not her own storyline, but the Girardi scandal is a huge storyline, and she seems to be the only one asking the actual questions. Without Sutton this season, I don't know what we would have done, because if we just had Lisa Rinna, Kyle Richards, Dorit, Garcelle's kind of giving a little side eye and asking questions. But if we just had them, especially, you know, with Kathy and Crystal, of course, we wouldn't have the questions asked. And that would just piss off all the fans. Nobody would be asking the hard questions. That would be a problem. So again, I'm just saying, keep your mind open, keep your heart open, and just give Crystal Kung Minkoff a chance, okay? Speaking of Crystal, we know that we get our finale next week on next Wednesday, and it's going to be a Chinese New Year party. It'll be held at Crystal's house, and we get to see where Sutton goes toe-to-toe with Erika, and I don't know if she's necessarily going to continue on with playing nice. We also see where Lisa Rinna is called out by Garcelle, and Garcelle just simply tells her, listen, I think that you should give Denise a call. But will she call? Probably not. And if she does, maybe that could segue Denise back into the show. I'm not quite sure. Well, with that, guys, I've given you all of the information. So of course I have a few questions. What are your thoughts about Erika Girardi, the Girardis, and it being told to us by Ronald Richards that $40 million is secured? I think that's amazing. So congratulations to the trustees and whoever worked on this. Honestly, I can't wait to see. I hope they eventually make it to the point where they can pay off everyone. That, I mean, our fingers are crossed. And also, how do you feel about Crystal chiming in about the reunion? Ronald Richards tweets. I know you guys have the opinions, so go ahead and give me the answers. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Happy Friday. Have a safe, beautiful weekend. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. Make sure you get subscribed, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.